You can't fake sexual attraction. A woman either feels it or she doesn't. And if you don't know how to recognize it, or worse, you miss it, you'll waste time chasing signals that were never real in the first place. Most guys are out here guessing, hoping, or overanalyzing. That's weak. You need to know. You need to be sharp enough to spot it when it's there, and bold enough to lean in when the moment comes. Here's the hard truth. Women rarely say it out loud, but they show it. Their body gives it away. Their energy shifts. Their interest turns physical. And if you've got no clue what to look for, you'll miss your shot every time. In today's world, with endless distractions and options, knowing how to recognize real sexual attraction and then flip it into obsession is what separates confident men from the crowd of desperate ones. Most guys get stuck on, is she being nice or is she interested? You shouldn't be in that space. That's uncertainty, that's confusion, and confusion is a turn-off to you and to her. When you become the man who can read the signs and respond without hesitation, everything changes. You don't chase, you don't beg, you lead. This video will break it all down, how to spot those subtle signals that scream, I want you, and more importantly, how to respond in a way that makes her crave you. We're not talking about playing games. We're talking about understanding women at a level most men never reach. You'll learn exactly what she does when she's turned on by you, and how to flip that spark into full-blown obsession. 1. Eye contact that locks in. When a woman is sexually attracted to you, her eyes don't just look at you, they lock in. This kind of eye contact is different. It's not just polite or friendly, it's intense. It lingers. It pulls you in. She'll look at you, look away, and then look back. She might not even realize she's doing it. That's because sexual attraction lives in the subconscious, and the eyes are the first place it leaks out. Most guys miss this because they're too distracted, too nervous, or too unsure of themselves to even hold that eye contact long enough to notice. That's where you win. When she looks at you and doesn't flinch, when her eyes don't wander away quickly, when you catch her staring at you from across the room, that's a green light. And here's where most men fail. They don't return it. They look away. They smile nervously. They break the tension. Don't. Tension is your friend. It builds the charge. Sexual attraction lives in that unspoken tension between two people. When you hold eye contact with calm, masculine energy, she feels it. You're not looking at her like you need something. You're looking at her like you've already got it, and that confidence hits her deep. And sometimes it's not even a long stare. It's in the repetition. If she keeps checking to see if you're still in the room, if her eyes find you again and again, if she's locking eyes even for half a second, but doing it over and over, she wants you to notice. That's the bait. She's not walking over to say it with her mouth. She's saying it with her eyes. Here's the trick. You don't rush to respond. You don't act desperate. You let her know you see it, and you let her feel seen. You meet her gaze. Let it linger for a moment longer than she expects. Then go back to whatever you're doing, like you've got your life handled. That balance of noticing her and not needing her flips a switch in her. Now she's thinking about you. And don't confuse this kind of eye contact with social niceness. The difference is in the tension. If it feels soft and polite, she's probably just being friendly. But if it feels like the rest of the room goes quiet for a second when your eyes meet, that's real. That's where the game begins. Remember, the eyes speak before the mouth does. If you train yourself to read that signal and respond with calm strength, you'll always have the upper hand. She's looking for a man who sees the signal and doesn't fold. That man should be you. 2. Her body language opens up. A woman's body tells the truth before her words ever do. When she's sexually attracted to you, her body language starts to invite you in, without her needing to say a word. This doesn't mean she throws herself at you. It's far more subtle, and only sharp men catch it. When you understand the signals, it becomes obvious. Her posture shifts. Her movements slow down. Her chest, her hips, even the direction of her feet start pointing toward you. This is her body giving you access, even if her mouth hasn't said a thing yet. Here's what happens. Her barriers drop. Her arms are no longer crossed. She's not turned away. She's fully open. And that openness is her way of telling you, I'm comfortable around you and I want you closer. She might lean in just a little more than necessary when she talks. She might play with her hair, touch her neck, or tilt her head in a way that reveals more of her skin. These aren't just cute habits. They're ancient signals of femininity responding to masculinity. And if she's doing it around you, it's because she feels something. Her hips might sway a little more when she walks past you. She might stretch in a way that subtly draws your attention. She'll adjust her outfit, fix her posture, or smooth her hair when she knows you're watching. That's not random, that's instinct. Her body wants to look its best for you. Most guys see it and think, she's just fixing herself. No, she's subconsciously preparing herself because something in her chemistry is firing off when you're near. If you're not picking up on that, you're missing a real opportunity. And here's another key move: proximity. A woman who's sexually attracted to you will find reasons to be physically closer. She'll sit next to you when there's space elsewhere. She'll lean in when you speak, even if she can hear you just fine. If you're at a table, she'll angle her body toward yours. These are signs of comfort, sure, but more than that, they're signs of desire. She wants to feel your presence. She wants to be in your space. That closeness is her way of saying, I want more. Here's the mistake most men make. They ignore the signals, or they try to force the next move too early. When a woman opens her body toward you, she's inviting tension, not rushing to end it. Don't be the guy who jumps in too fast and breaks the moment. Be the man who holds that space, confident, grounded, and aware. Let her feel the attraction build. Let her feel your calm. That balance of awareness and restraint is what makes her obsess. A woman's body speaks when her mouth stays quiet, and when she opens up around you, literally and physically, it's because something in her has already said yes. Now it's up to you to move like a man who knows it. 3. She finds ways to touch you. Touch is not casual when it comes from a woman who's sexually attracted to you. It's calculated. It's deliberate. Even if it looks playful or accidental, it's her way of testing the waters, seeing how you'll respond. If she's finding ways to touch you, believe this: she's thinking about what it would feel like to be touched by you. This is a powerful signal, and too many men brush it off like it's nothing. It's not nothing. It's everything. You'll notice she starts getting physical in subtle ways. She taps your arm when she laughs. She brushes imaginary lint off your shirt. She might put her hand on your knee when she's making a point, or playfully shove you when you joke around. These touches are rarely necessary, but she does them anyway. Why? Because in that moment, her body is trying to close the gap. She doesn't just want to hear you or look at you. She wants to feel you. This is her way of creating physical chemistry without saying anything overt. It's her version of saying, I'm giving you permission to be closer. If she didn't want you, she wouldn't touch you. Period. Women don't give their physical energy to men they're not attracted to. They guard it. So if she's initiating any kind of touch, it means something has already clicked on inside her. And watch how she reacts when you touch her. If she leans in, holds that moment, or touches you right back, she's in. If she giggles, bites her lip, or keeps the conversation going like nothing happened, but stays physically close, that's your confirmation. She's feeling it. But if she stiffens up, pulls away, or goes quiet, then she's not feeling the chemistry. That contrast tells you everything you need to know. Here's the real game though. Don't act surprised by her touch. Own it. When she reaches out, don't jump or flinch. Stay relaxed. Let it happen like it's normal. Because to her, if you act like it's no big deal, you're signaling that you're used to women being drawn to you. That right there triggers deeper desire. It makes her think, this man isn't starved for attention. He's used to it. He's desirable. And when the moment feels right, you can give that energy back. A light touch on her lower back as you guide her through a door. A gentle brush of her arm during a story. These are powerful when done with control. They escalate the moment without being aggressive. They let her know, I see you, I feel you. and I'm not afraid to own this connection. That confidence is what turns her from attracted to obsessed. Physical touch isn't just about contact, it's communication. When she finds reasons to touch you even lightly, she's speaking a language most men never learn. But once you do, you'll realize it's not random, it's not friendly, it's desire right there in her hands. 4. She makes herself available. When a woman is sexually attracted to you, she makes space for you in her world. She becomes available, not just in the basic sense of replying to texts or saying hi, but in a way that says, I'm present, I'm interested, and I want more. Most men think that attraction is loud, bold, and obvious, but the most powerful signals are quiet, consistent, and strategic. A woman who wants you will remove the barriers. She'll start showing up, where you are, when you are, and how you like it. You'll notice she starts saying yes more often. She finds reasons to be around you. If you invite her somewhere, she makes it happen, even if she has to change her schedule. If you mention something you like, she brings it up later, subtly letting you know she paid attention. She'll offer her time, her presence, and her attention without you even having to beg for it. That's a woman who's positioning herself for something more, because desire doesn't like distance. It closes the gap, and it doesn't stop with her showing up physically. She becomes mentally available too. She listens closely when you speak. She remembers small details you didn't think were important. She laughs harder at your jokes. She sends texts that keep the conversation going. She engages, not out of politeness, but because something about you is pulling her in. Her mind is now locked onto you, and she's finding ways to stay in your orbit. Now here's where a lot of men drop the ball. They chase harder once she's available. Big mistake. When a woman makes herself available, it's not a cue for you to suddenly smother her. It's an invitation to stay composed. Keep leading. Keep being a man who has options and doesn't rush. That's the energy that made her come closer in the first place. If you flip into needy mode the moment she starts showing interest, you kill the attraction. She wants a man who stays solid no matter how hot the connection gets. Another thing, she may try to make it seem like your meetings are coincidence. Don't buy it. If she's suddenly at your favorite cafe, walking past your gym, or popping up in your DMs right after you posted something, that's not chance. That's interest. And while she might play it cool, it's intentional. She's watching you, thinking about you, and lining herself up so you see her again and again. She's giving you access. It's subtle, but it's real. A sexually attracted woman finds time for you even when she's busy. She carves out moments. She's quicker to respond. She doesn't let your messages sit unanswered for days. Why? Because when desire takes over, she wants the interaction. She craves the connection. That's when you know it's not about convenience anymore. It's about you. So pay attention. When she starts showing up more often, more willingly, and more intentionally, she's not just being friendly. She's giving you the green light. And the man who knows how to recognize that, he's the one who takes the lead and never looks back. 5. Her eyes say everything. If a woman is sexually attracted to you, her eyes will expose her long before her words ever do. The eyes never lie. They can't. A woman can fake a smile, she can force a laugh, but she cannot fake what her eyes are doing when she's around you. That deep, intense, lingering look, that's not just curiosity. That's desire trying to speak. And if you're not paying attention to her eyes, you're missing the loudest message in the room. Here's the truth. When she's attracted to you, she'll look at you differently. Her gaze will linger a second too long. She'll glance at your mouth when you talk. She might hold eye contact in a way that feels electric, like there's something underneath it. You'll catch her looking at you when she thinks you're not paying attention. And when your eyes finally meet, she'll either hold that connection with boldness or look away quickly with a shy smile. Both reactions mean the same thing. You've triggered something in her. There's a look women give when they want you. It's not loud, but it's focused. Her pupils may dilate slightly. Her expression softens. Sometimes she'll scan your face slowly, as if she's taking it all in. That's not accidental, that's a woman visualizing something more. A woman who isn't attracted to you will keep her gaze neutral, distracted, or guarded. But when she wants you, her eyes invite you. They pull you in. What most men fail to realize is that eye contact is emotional foreplay. It builds tension. It establishes connection. It creates that magnetic space where no words are needed. And if you know how to hold eye contact back, calmly, confidently, you'll trigger even more desire. Because when you don't look away first, you're silently telling her, I can handle this. I'm not afraid of this energy between us. That's what makes her obsess. And sometimes it's not even about how long she looks, it's about how often. If she keeps looking at you throughout the room, across the table, or even while in a group conversation, she's not just being friendly. Her eyes are hunting, watching your lips, watching your hands, studying your body language. All of it is part of her decision-making process, and when she keeps returning to your face with that spark, that softness, that invitation, you're in her head. She'll also watch for your reaction. If you catch her looking and give her a smirk or a confident glance without overreacting, she'll feel that heat double. Because she'll realize she's not in control anymore, you are. And that balance of power turns attraction into obsession. So the next time you're with a woman and you're wondering if she's into you, forget her words for a second. Watch her eyes. They're not just windows to the soul, they're mirrors of her desire. And when her eyes say yes, the rest of her will follow. 6. Physical touch becomes natural. When a woman is sexually attracted to you, her body starts doing what her words might be too shy to say. She begins to express her interest through physical touch. This doesn't mean she jumps on you or becomes aggressive. Most of the time it's subtle, almost invisible to the average guy, but it's intentional. A touch on your arm, brushing against you as she walks by, a playful shove when she laughs. These small physical cues are signs that her comfort with you has moved beyond casual and into something charged with desire. Touch is a universal language of intimacy. It breaks personal barriers. And when a woman starts breaking those barriers without hesitation, she's showing you that she wants to feel closer, literally. You'll notice she finds excuses to be near you, to sit close, to lean in. She might pick lint off your shirt, adjust your collar, or playfully tap your shoulder. She's testing how it feels to be connected to you physically. These small touches are her way of seeing how you respond, and how safe she feels getting closer. A woman who doesn't feel any attraction will keep a natural distance. She'll avoid lingering touch, and she'll make sure personal space stays personal. But when attraction is alive, space gets smaller. Tension builds. She'll feel drawn to your presence. She may even touch her own neck, hair, or lips while talking to you. That's her body expressing interest, inviting attention, showing vulnerability. It's subconscious, but it's real. You'll also see it in how relaxed her body becomes when she's around you. Her shoulders drop, her posture opens up, her legs may point toward you even if she's not looking your way. These body signals scream comfort, but also readiness. Her body is trying to tell you, I'm here, I feel good with you, and I want more of this. This is where your response matters most. If you act overly excited or rush in with too much energy, she'll pull back. But if you remain calm, confident, and slightly reserved, the physical tension will build naturally. That's what creates obsession. Women don't want a man who acts like he's never had female attention before. They want a man who treats it as expected, yet still valuable. Here's a common mistake. Some men think a woman touching them once means it's time to escalate everything. But this isn't about rushing, it's about recognizing. The real power is in your ability to notice her signals and keep your cool. You match her energy, then slightly lead it. If she touches your arm, you let it linger. If she leans in, you don't back away, but you don't smother either. You give her just enough to keep her wanting more. Remember, obsession isn't triggered by desperation, it's triggered by rhythm. Touch, pull back, presence, distance, that's the dance. And when a woman starts touching you with ease and frequency, it means her attraction is no longer in her head, it's in her body. And once her body starts leading, her emotions will follow. 7. She competes for your attention. When a woman is sexually attracted to you, and especially when that attraction is strong, she starts competing. Not always with words, but with actions. And if you don't know what this looks like, you'll miss a huge sign that she wants more than just conversation. A woman who wants you deeply wants to know that she stands out to you. She wants to feel chosen. And when she senses that your attention is limited, she'll start doing subtle and sometimes bold things to pull it back toward her. She might start showing off in ways that feel casual to her but intentional in timing. Laughing a little louder when you're near. Fixing her posture when you walk into the room. Adjusting her clothes to look more appealing. Suddenly chiming in when she hears your voice. These are not coincidences. These are her attempts to make sure she's in your line of vision. Now, here's the truth a lot of men don't realize. Women are incredibly aware of competition. When she sees other women looking at you, laughing at your jokes, or engaging with you, that's when her desire kicks into a new gear. The idea of losing your attention or having to share it doesn't sit well with a woman who's truly attracted. She'll respond by stepping her game up. Not necessarily with jealousy, but with presence. She'll insert herself into the moment. She'll find ways to be close to you, to re-establish the connection, to reclaim the energy. Sometimes it shows up in conversation. She'll start teasing you more, asking you personal questions, making sure the focus returns to her. Sometimes it shows in her appearance, dressing differently, wearing perfume she wasn't wearing before, changing her style slightly after observing what you respond to. Attraction makes her strategic, and if you pay attention, you'll see her making those adjustments, not for the room, but for you. But here's the key. This behavior only shows when she sees you as high value. If you're chasing her down, constantly texting, begging for her time, there's no reason for her to compete. You've already shown that she doesn't need to earn anything. But when you're composed, in control, and moving with confidence, not arrogance, but clarity, you create scarcity. And that scarcity triggers her competitive instinct. A woman becomes obsessed when she's not just attracted to you, but also uncertain about how much of you she actually has. That space between he wants me and does he really want me is what makes her obsessed. Because now it's not just about interest, it's about winning. And when a woman feels like she's competing for your attention, it activates her emotions at a deeper level. You'll see her trying harder to be around. Sending more texts, wanting more one-on-one moments, offering help with things you didn't even ask for. She'll try to become useful to you. And when a woman starts doing that, chasing, adjusting, competing, you've officially reversed the roles. She's no longer the prize. You are. And once she sees you as the prize, obsession is no longer a possibility. It's a guarantee. When a woman is sexually attracted to you, every move she makes will have a purpose. From her gaze to her touch, to how she competes for your attention, she will give you clear signs that she wants you to notice. The key is knowing how to recognize these signals and understanding that attraction is not just about being noticed, it's about creating a dynamic where she feels a sense of challenge, desire, and scarcity. Keep your cool, lead the way, and let her desire grow. When you master this, obsession will follow naturally.